This is dedicated to all the people who lost during the peaceful protests.
Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Listen, guys, the interview that I conducted with Efe Ajagba, yesterday, last night was a very interesting interview. The one you guys saw, like, it was different from the background, that we talked about without the one they record. Ajagba has shown me that the guy is very, very, ready to fight anyone, and we definitely have to look at that for sure, because Ajagba is one of those guys that is so quiet. Now you probably see the title, of this, video right here. Deontay Wilder will duck Efe Ajagba. Ajagba is too monstrous in nature, too good, bro. Like, in terms of, listen, we know Deontay Wilder has achieved, okay, he's achieved more than Ajagba. He's a world champion, a bronze medalist. At the same time, Ajagba also won gold, in the African Games. He took gold. And the reason why I'm saying this is because today I had the opportunity to watch, a very interesting program that someone that is a pro Wilder fan did, and they say they were just rubbishing Ajagba, saying, "Oh, Ajagba chasing clout." But let's not forget that when Deontay Wilder was saying the same thing, okay, doing the similar things, when he hasn't fought nobody with Anthony Joshua, he was acceptable because Deontay Wilder is American, was American hope, American champion, and all that. I respect Deontay Wilder. I like Deontay Wilder, but I do think that Wilder is other than fighting Fury and fighting, OTs, other than those two guys who have Wilder fought. Someone said that, oh, Ajagba got dropped by Iago Kilatsi. So Ajagba got dropped by Iago Kilatsi. Deontay Wilder got dropped by Arod Sconias. Okay, Arod Sconias, a guy that had more losses than wins on his record. I'm definitely going to show you guys right now. Talking is easy, but I'm going to show you guys right now so you guys can definitely see it. Okay, now this is Deontay Wilder. Okay, his profile right here, right now. He has 42 wins, impressive on paper. 41 knockouts, 1 loss, which is 2000 Fury, and 1 draw, of course, 2000 Fury. Now let's go way back. Let's go back to 2010. Let's not forget that Wilder made his pro debut back in 2008. Okay. And then in 2010, okay, from 28 to 2010, of course, he was a prospect. He fought the likes of Ethan Coles, Shannon Gray, Richard Green Jr., Joseph Rabote. These are guys that had three wins, 5 losses on their record. Charles Bond had 15 losses. Okay, listen, you cannot compare Ajagba with Deontay Wilder, because Wilder, he's a bronze medalist. So Wilder should be fighting, like, if we say now, let's compare both resumes. Wilder should have fought the likes of Kevin Johnson as his pro debut. It's a fact. Okay, but no, Wilder fought Travis Allen, Jerry Vaughn, Ty Cobb, Alvaro Morales. These are guys that had losses upon losses. Then he fought Aros Cornelius. Aros Cornelius had 20 losses at that time and 17 wins. Okay, 20 losses, 17 wins. Aros Cornelius dropped Deontay Wilder in that fight. He dropped him heavily. That footage, I had that footage at some point. That footage got deleted where I stored it. You know, I remember re-uploading it in one of my sites like that. The PVC deleted that footage, but you can still see a glimpse of the picture online. So now let's look at Aros Cornelius. Since losing to Deontay Wilder, what has he been doing? Let's see if he has doubled the wins. You know, after Aros Cornelius, he fought a guy, Dan Sheehan, who had 38 losses, 38 losses on his record. Now let's click on it. Aros Cornelius. What has he been doing? What has he been up to? The last time he fought was back in 2013. Now Aros Cornelius hasn't fought since 2013. He has 27 losses, 18 wins. Look at the people he's fought. No, when did Wilder really step up? Wilder stepped up when he fought Mr. Van, and that was like already 30 plus fights in. Listen, why am I saying this? I don't want to be bringing these things, back because we know Deontay Wilder has a right hand, yeah. But the thing is that when you are a Deontay Wilder fan and you rubbish Efe Ajagba, now look at Efe Ajagba's resume right here, guys. 14 fights in, 11 knockouts. Look at Efe Ajagba's resume. Now compare it with the people Wilder fought. Now Efe Ajagba fought Tyrell Anthony, a guy that has 6 wins, 1 loss. Okay, for his pro debut, this is a guy that won. This is I talk about Efe Ajagba that is not an Olympic gold medalist. Okay, like Deontay Wilder. Now after that, he fought Luke Lyons, Rodney Hernandez, okay, Antonio Johnson, DeLong, Curtis Harper, Nick Jones, Santino Tumbao, Amir Mansour. Ajagba stepped up 2 years after his pro debut with Amir Mansour. That was when he stepped up. From there, look at people he's fought, bro. Now compare Iago Kilassi's resume to Aros Cornelius' resume. Iago Kilassi has lost to credible fighters. Like, of course, he's a natural cruiserweight, you know what I mean. But at the same time, the DeLong of the world, what is his name again? Aros Cornelius of the world. Aros Cornelius was a middleweight. That guy's a middleweight. In fact, maybe a flyweight before he gained weight. So what are we saying right now? Yeah, I didn't want to make this video, but I had to when I saw one Deontay Wilder fan say Ajagba is gonna get destroyed in 1 round. So Ajagba will get destroyed when Aros Cornelius did not get destroyed. When Aros Cornelius, Ajagba will not be able to drop Deontay Wilder. You are saying that Aros Cornelius dropped Deontay, like a middleweight dropped Deontay Wilder. Bro, what are we saying right now? Anyway, I would love to invite my brother right here, Ajagba, to give his take on this matter. Ajagba, are you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
How you doing, bro? What's poppin'? What's poppin' with you? How's life?
I'm good. Life is good. Just slowly reading these comments and trying to see what's next for Efe Ajagba.
Yeah, that's for sure. Now, do you think Deontay Wilder will ever fight Efe Ajagba?
I mean, yes, there's a possibility of him fighting. The possibility should be there for Wilder to fight Efe Ajagba because he was looking to fight Charles Martin, or Charles Martin's name was being tossed out there, but instead the fight was canceled. if you're willing to fight, if you're willing to fight Charles Martin, why isn't why aren't you trying to target Efe Ajagba? You know, to me, he's always trying to like say, Efe Ajagba, is not enough or is not worth it. But if you look at it, half the opponents he's fought are not as not even that good. I would say Efe is a good credible opponent. If you look at Wilder's resume, his best win is Ortiz. And if you look at Luis Ortiz's resume is subpar, not even that much interesting.
His best win against Brian Jennings, and he was on the juice. We know that.
Yeah, even Brian Jennings was contesting that. I forgot which casino they fought, and Brian Jennings wasn't too happy. The allegations there, because Luis Ortiz was with Golden Boy Promotions, or Golden Boy Promotions was the one running that, and everybody knew. And Luis Ortiz has always been on the juice. And I mean, let's be serious. Look at Luis Ortiz's last fight. I don't know if they paid that guy to take a dive. I don't know what happened. Let's not forget, or let's not try to say that fight, and let's not pretend that fight wasn't swept under the rug after they knew that guy took a dive. I'm sorry, man. Luis Ortiz is Wilder's best resume. Wilder decided to fight Luis Ortiz twice for no reason. He said Wilder has a way of not making sense sometimes. He blessed Tyson Fury, but he's screaming Black Lives Matter. Bro, stop it. Okay, you have other fighters in your stable that you could have actually blessed instead of Tyson Fury, but instead you tried to take an easy way out and you got embarrassed. Okay. And Efe Ajagba was in your stable, whether you like it or not. I feel I'm just not the guy to be swayed by little words like the way he uses. Bro, it's corny, But now look at Efe. Efe's last fight might not impress me, but I do believe his skill set is there. It all depends on how bad he wants it. That's just what it is.
Efe Ajagba's last fight. In fact, you have to give Efe Ajagba props. You know why I say so? Because I didn't even know that he was packing out. He had to pack out from his old apartment. After training, he would go and pack some. And he had some injuries, so he just didn't when he signed that deal. There was already a fight in place. They gave him a date, so he just couldn't say, "Oh no, I want to do all these things first." No, as a Nigerian, as a warrior, you know what I mean? They said, "No, man, I'm not gonna back out. I'm not gonna make any excuse. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna fight." So, and also he said, "Listen, you can't expect him to be to become a fluid boxer overnight, because him and K. Kuruma, they just linked up not long ago, and he's gonna take the next 6 months, at least judge him after 6 months, After 6 months, you can judge him, his footwork and all that. He said he's improving on that. And K. Kuruma, he's really teaching him the basic boxing skills in terms, because you have to know the basic. So K. Kuruma doesn't care how good you are, but you have to know the basic in terms of working on your footwork, your head movement, knowing how to throw a jab, when to throw it, when to counter punch, all those kind of stuff that you have to do as a boxer. I mean, we can't say that about Deontay Wilder. I like Deontay Wilder, like I said before, but we can't say that about Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder doesn't have the basics, bro. He didn't master the basic, bro. He relied on that right hand, and that was it. So, what really angers me the most is that when I watched that program today, it just came off my feed. So I watched it, and I was like, okay. So you guys are not giving Ajagba any chance. The guy said, "Oh, Ajagba just get knocked out within 1 round." What? When Arosconians dropped Deontay Wilder, what do you mean by that? Ajagba is stronger, faster, more deadly. The guy is a monster. So what do you say? Like, you might not like the guy in terms of like, okay, he's still working on a skill set as a boxer, but Ajagba is definitely more skillful than Deontay Wilder. That's a fact. I mean, it's a fact. Ajagba, more skillful than Deontay Wilder. He knows about the sweet science than Deontay Wilder. Ajagba told me something yesterday. He said, "Listen, I don't go in there to look for the knockout. I go in there to box. If I see you a boxer, then we'll box. If I see you want to go at it, then we'll go at it." Jerry Forrest, and being prepared for that fight, him having an injury, still going there, he stood his ground. He fought like a warrior that he is. So why are people saying that? Ajagba was just getting knocked down in 1 round when Arosconians dropped Deontay Wilder. The guy that has more losses than wins on his record. And then you mock Ajagba for getting dropped by I say, of course, I'm one of those guys, that talks smack at that point. But that's because someone was trying to go against two Nigerians. So now I know better, bro. It's just how it is, man. So, me, if I support somebody, I support them, for real. Ajagba is still learning on the job, no doubt about it. Someone just suggested, why don't Ajagba fight Michael Hunter? Do you think Michael Hunter will want Ajagba? Now, tag Michael Hunter. Ajagba wants all the smoke. Will Michael Hunter fight Ajagba? Michael Hunter has more to lose, fighting Ajagba, because he knows that Ajagba is a monster. He knows. The other guy said, why don't Ajagba fight Jared Anderson? That's a prospect that has six wins. I said, that guy would get destroyed by Ajagba. It's a fact. They train together now, but the guy knows Ajagba is a natural heavyweight, he's a natural monster. The guy is a Nigerian machine. Why don't you get that, bro? Ajagba has the power of Ikebi Abuchi. Do you guys know of it? Ajagba has that kind of power. The only thing Ajagba needs to work on is his head movement. Ikebi Abuchi was a very good boxer. He knows how to. Ikebi Abuchi, listen, Ikebi Abuchi, arguably, I can say, is the best Nigerian fighter ever. But you cannot say that because he wasn't a world champion, okay? But if he had a chance, bro, he would have claimed those. Look at the people he beat, bro. Look at it at the time he beat them. So what are we saying right here? You can say Deontay Wilder will win, no doubt, but Deontay Wilder doesn't knock Ajagba out in 1 round. That's not happening. And if that fight, I don't know if the fight happens, because I think, like I said, I think Deontay Wilder will dog Ajagba and will never look at it. Listen, Ajagba is ready to take the lowest deal to fight Deontay Wilder, because he knows he will win. Ajagba don't mind. Ajagba might even fight Deontay Wilder with nothing. He knows when he wins that fight, he knows what was in for him. Everybody will like he knows already, bro. So what are you saying, guys? Continue, brother.
Well, I was trying to say, I suggested that Ajagba try to fight Michael Hunter.
Ajagba wants it. Ajagba said he wants it. I asked Ajagba yesterday. He said he wants it. He wants Michael Hunter. He wants Andy Ruiz Jr. He wants Joe Joyce. He wants Nduva. He wants Alexander Usyk. He wants Dominic Brazil. He wants Gerald Washington. He wants Charles Martin. He wants any of these guys. He said, listen. He said, now I'm not playing anymore. I don't talk too much. I have to talk now because I need to, time is going, bro. He need to be out. Ajagba is a world. Listen, Ajagba is a future world champion. The only thing holding him back is just that some people are trying to play some games, with Ajagba. They don't want their father to fight Ajagba because they know what's going to happen in that fight, bro. Continue.
Because I had suggested he fight Michael Hunter. If you look in his comment section where I suggested it in his title in his picture, Michael Hunter actually responded to one of the comments I said, because somebody also said something, and Michael Hunter was trying to clown Ajagba. I don't know if you could pull that up in Ajagba's comment section.
Let me see if I can pull that up. Was it in Ajagba's stuff? Is Instagram?
Yeah, it's on his Instagram.
Damn it! I can't find. There's no comment here. Like, I just say likes, but no comment.
It's hold on, let me see if I could
Yeah, you need to see it. Michael Hunter was clowning. You see what I'm saying? Michael Hunter will not fight Ajagba because he knows Ajagba will destroy him. Believe you me, I'm backing my own Nigerian brother. Listen, I'm tired of trying to be nice to these guys and they think I'm playing. You cannot disrespect one of my own and think I will just keep quiet. No. All these guys are trying to take my channel down. And I think it's time I start speaking out. After all, I have my mouth to speak out. Just because I'm being diplomatic, they think I'm a fool. Ajagba destroys Michael Hunter. Ajagba destroys anybody you put in front of him right now. Because Ajagba is hungrier than he's ever been. Do you know what me Ajagba said yesterday? Do you know how passionate Ajagba was when I talked to him yesterday? Do you know how Ajagba said Ajagba will even fight Deontay with nothing, for nothing. He just want to get that ring. Let him prove himself. If Deontay wants it, let him get it. Ajagba is ready, bro. The one and only Ajagba is a fact. Bro, look, see if you can find it. I'm going to definitely read some statement right here from our brothers who are commenting. Because Michael Hunter, please tag Michael Hunter. Guys, Nigerians, we have the numbers. Nigerians, we have the numbers. We are more than 200 million people. I know, a lot of us don't watch boxing, but we are the largest black nation on the planet. Now, tag Michael Hunter. Does he want it? Does Michael Hunter want it? I doubt it. Now, let me look at what my brother just sent me right now. Does he want it? Let's see if they want it. They don't want it. Let it, Chris. Okay, now I think I found it now. Now let me see if I can show you guys what Michael Hunter said. Okay. Let me show you guys. Oh, come on, let me show you guys, brothers. Let me show you guys. Now, wow. Guys, hold on. I'm gonna show you guys now. Our brother also just said something. Okay, good. Let's see. Okay, now I found it. I found it. Now let's see. Let's see if Michael Hunter wants it. Let's see if Michael Hunter wants it. Let's see if Michael Hunter wants it. Let's see, guys. Let's see if Michael Hunter wants it. You guys, let's see if Michael Hunter wants it. Okay, let's see if he wants it. I first of all remove this thing. That's so. Now look, our brother Ajagba, as you can see right here on the screen, Ajagba, said this, where he said, Efe, you need a win like Joe Joyce. I propose you go after Michael, the bounty honor. Then Hoko says, I think Michael Hunter has too much in his skill set for Efe Ajagba, but possibly a good fight. Michael Hunter responded and said, no, Don't do that unless you want to get Bankole looking for a way out. Bro, Michael Hunter just said that, but no follow up. I love you, Vietnamese. I told you guys, no follow up. Love you, Chinese. I told you guys, bro. He said, unless you want to get Bankole, but he didn't say, I will fight you. Let's do it. Let's get it. Normally, Michael Hunter always say, let's do it. Michael Hunter is a guy, is a son of, listen, Michael Hunter is a stand-up guy. He's a guy that says he wants to fight everyone. But I didn't hear let's do it there. He should be saying, let's do it. Let's get it done. Let's make it happen, bro. But he's not doing it. He's saying, unless you want to get Bankole. Listen, Bankole, Martin Bankole. Martin Bankole is a very good fighter. No doubt about that. But we saw in Martin Bankole's fight that he doesn't move. Ajagba, this is what Ajagba, when you are not a mover against Ajagba, you know where you get it. Even if you're a mover. When Amir Mansour fought Ajagba, what did they do? What did Amir Mansour do? He moved a lot. He moved, Ajagba got with him. So, against Ajagba, you have to move better than that. First round shot says, Hunter is too big for Ajagba. That means you don't know boxing, bro. Hunter is a cruiserweight. Ajagba is a natural heavyweight. You see? We don't know things when they pull them out. Hunter is a cruiserweight. Ajagba is a natural heavyweight. Bro, I don't know what's with Ajagba right now, bro. I guess a lot of people are just ducking Ajagba, But like I said, Deontay Wilder will duck Efe, the one and only Ajagba. That's just a fact. Ajagba, are you there, bro? Are you there? Okay. Ajagba is here, but I don't know what yeah, I think he went off. So, what do you make of Martin Bankole's statement? Someone just said on the chat that Martin Bankole is too big for Ajagba.
Yeah, that was pretty funny to me.
But that was funny, bro. Martin Bankole is a cruiserweight. He's a cruiserweight. He's a blown up cruiserweight. That's the fact. Everybody knows that. Ajagba is a natural. It's a natural machine. He's a natural heavyweight. Ajagba is a natural stone. Ajagba is a beast. So, listen. Do you guys even know? Listen, you guys don't even know. Michael Hunter got not only outboxed by Usyk, he got outclassed by Usyk. It's just a fact. So, what do you make of that statement? But before Vamura, we'll be right back. But we'll be right back anyway. We'll be right back very, very soon with, who's next for Ajagba. We're gonna talk about that. So, bro, give your take on that. Your last thought before we vote.
Well, I think
maybe Sergey Kuzmin, bro. We'll talk about that in the next video. Continue.
I personally think FA needs a win like Joe Joyce. He needs to prove the doubters wrong, including myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I've been saying, I wasn't too happy with his last fight, and I was I liked FA. I was a big supporter. What I was it's not that you can't turn your back on him. No, I'm not turning my back on him. I just want to. I don't like seeing somebody of his talent get punched up, and not think. Remember, I've always said boxing is a game of chess, not checkers. I've always said What are you doing on your days off? Are you studying yourself? Are you watching old films from old fighters? Looking at their technique and what you can incorporate.
He is,
Are
bro.
you
That
just
he is, bro. That he is, bro. He is, bro. He told me yesterday. That is what K Koroma him are doing. That's what K Koroma is like. Has been teaching him. Saying, listen, you have to work on it. Work on your, your footwork and head movement and all that, and move. You know what I mean? So that's very important for Ajagba. Ajagba wants to know more about the street science. So continue, bro.
so yeah? That's all. I don't dislike Efe Ajagba. I just want to see him prove me wrong. That's all. He could do it. He has a skill set. He's athletic enough. He should be able to do it. The man is 6'6". Like I said, he needs a good win under his belt, and he needs to prove the haters wrong. So let's see what comes up next for Ajagba. Michael Hunter has sounded off. What will Ajagba do? What will Ajagba do? You know what they say? Nigeria know they carry last, bro.
Yes, bro. Nigerian the Carolina, that's a fact. And thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. Guys, like the video, share, subscribe. As usual, I give you guys nothing but extra and bang. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. When you see me live, join us because we're gonna be talking about who wants to step in the lion's den with Ajagba. Who wants to step in? We're gonna analyze the fight with potential opponents. We know the Juju's fight is unlikely to happen because Juju's is looking towards the Usyk route. But we're going to be analyzing other fighters like Sergio Kuzmin, Andrew Jr., Gerald Washington, Charles Martin, Dominic Brazil, and more. Talk about that, guys. Who will step in the lion's den with Ajagba? That's the title. Who will step in the lion's den with Ajagba? God bless you all. Enjoy this Nigerian music. You know it right here. This is the home of Nigerian boxing. And when you're here, you know what to expect. Okay? No long thing, brothers. Stay blessed. Stay hungry. Stay humble. Cheers.
This is dedicated to all the people we lost during the peaceful protests.